How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. It's Monday, December 6th, day 6 of VLOGMAS, and I've wanted to tell this story for a few days now about my whole freelance writing thing, and I am a freelance writer and everything like that. Now, let's get into this. If you watched my video yesterday, you know that I basically recorded this whole thing, and by recorded, recorded. I said filmed yesterday, but I wanted it to be, this might be a longer video, and I find it easier sometimes just to talk, so you're probably going to see nothing in the background, and it'll be more like a mini podcast thing. And yeah, so I said filmed, but I meant recorded. I recorded this whole thing yesterday, talked about it, and the file corrupted. Audacity corrupted on me, and it just wouldn't. I went to go, add a background in the editing software to put it up, but it wouldn't play for some reason. I've had a little bit of Audacity problems before in where I'd plug my microphone in and it wouldn't recognize it, and I'd have to restart my computer a couple times and all this stuff, and that wasn't fun. But I've never had that happen, and that was not fun. But hopefully this works today. If not, I'm gonna freak. But let's get into this. So I am a freelance writer. That is one of the things I do online to make money. And basically, if you don't know what a freelance writer basically means, is you are self-employed kind of thing. You don't work for a company, so to speak. You go out and you find your own work, and usually you work from home or wherever. Like, that's the beautiful thing about this whole thing. You work from wherever you are. As long as you have a laptop and an internet connection, you could literally be sitting on a beach in like friggin' Hawaii, in the most beautiful place in the world. Well, I wouldn't say it's the most beautiful place in the world, but it's a pretty beautiful place. And you could be sitting there working while sitting on the beach. So that's really cool. And basically, yeah, you're not contracted with a certain company or a certain thing, or you know what I mean? You find your own jobs and they will send you work and you send it back. My whole journey, before we get into it, I just want to say, here's two things about me. One, I've always been confident in my writing. I don't have any special degrees or anything fancy like that. I just am a really good writer. I write professionally. I like to make sure everything's perfect when I'm writing something important. And two, I'm actually, if you don't know, a cancer survivor. I was out of work. I was stuck at home going through all that stuff. And in a way, it was a blessing in disguise, because I had always known that there are 1,000,001 ways to make money on the internet, and that I wanted to take advantages of as many as possible. And during the whole time that I was off and basically stuck at home going through all that crappy, really, really shitty stuff, I researched a lot, and I looked into a lot of different ways, such as, writing, SEO, which is search engine optimization, which is really good if you're doing like copywriting stuff, and stuff like that, and affiliate marketing, which is another thing that I utilize a little bit to make money online. I want to step it up eventually, but with that stuff, a lot of it, you have to spend money to make money. And I'm still constantly researching different methods and practices and stuff like that. We'll talk about that on another time, but I don't want to like spend money and potentially lose it, because with affiliate marketing, a lot of people can go into it, not know what they're doing, think they're doing the right thing, and just waste a lot of money. Anyways, this is about the whole freelance writing thing. So yeah, I've always been confident with my writing. I never did anything with it until recently. And it's something I really love, and something I would love to do, all the time. And like I said, I researched a lot of ways to make money, and I learned a bunch of different things. So with my freelance writing career, copywriting to be exact. Now, copywriting is basically, like, that's what I've done the most of for like my paid writing gigs. Basically, think of a website. Think of a company website. Could be local, could be, national, whatever. Say you're looking for a moving company. Because you're moving and you want someone to hire a company. You'd go online and you'd search moving companies or whatever, and you'd click on one and you'd be sent to their website. Now, when you get on their website, you see, like a landing page, like, "Hi, welcome to this moving company. Here's why we're the best," and blah, 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 blah. And then you look through different pages and look at their services and all that, and you notice that it's all professionally done. Well, that is what copywriters do, okay? The person who makes the website or the company and whatever, they might not be the best writers in the world. They might not know all the tips to great copywriting and stuff like that. So they would go out and find people like me, freelance people, to do their work for them and hopefully, convert people to buying or using their services or whatever it may be. So it was around a year ago this time, I remember, because it was in December, it was Christmas time and all this stuff, and it happened just my first payment was just a few days before Christmas, and I was just so happy because I was able to go out and get some stuff for Christmas for people and everything, and have that extra money for that and everything. So I always scroll through Kijiji, and if you don't know what Kijiji is, because I know a lot of people are in America and stuff, Kijiji is basically like Craigslist. It's a classified ad site. You can go on there and sell stuff like video games and stuff. I actually buy a lot of video games, or sell my old ones on there. And then there's a big, huge job listing site or section and everything where people who are looking to hire people for whatever reason are doing that. And one day I was just randomly on there scrolling through, seeing what's good, and there was a ad, and it said copywriter needed, and I knew what a copywriter was, and it was it's just a Kijiji ad. So there are other websites for looking for freelance writers and different stuff, and sites like Upwork.com and stuff like that. So for it to just be on Kijiji was kind of sketchy, but I figured, you know what? Who knows? I'll just go. I'll send. I'll talk to this person. Say, hey, I know this, and this. And yeah, let's see what goes on. So this person, she wrote back saying, hey, that sounds good. Do you have a couple samples of any kind of writing work? Because I told her I hadn't done anything really professionally yet. But I did have a couple things that I'd written just for fun or whatever, and she just wanted to see how I wrote and the quality and make sure the grammar was all good and everything, and if I can back up what I was saying, that I'm a good writer and everything. So I sent some stuff in, and she said, okay, great. How about this? I will send you one trial project or whatever, 1 page. Send it back to me. You'll still get paid even if I don't like it or whatever. Send it back to me and we'll see how it goes. So she sent me, and it's why I always, when I'm explaining copywriting and stuff, I always use the example of a moving company and their website. I use that example because that was my very first job, I guess, for this writing thing was for a moving company. So I did a page. I thought I did great and everything, and I was hopeful that everything was okay. I sent it to her, and I got the best response ever. She said, this is perfect, and this is exactly what I'm looking for. Here, I will send you more. And from that point on, I was paid for the first time ever to do something. I was making money from my laptop, paid to write. And I still remember the feeling when I first got that first initial payment. It was $400, and I was just the happiest person in the world. I'm like, I'm officially a paid writer. This is incredible. So I worked with her for a long time. Basically, all of my paid writing gigs was with this one person. She would send me stuff all the time, and as much as I could get done as quick as possible, and she'd always have work. That's what she was doing. She'd been a freelance writer for a long time, and she was at the point where she had so many clients and stuff through reaching out through the internet that she needed to almost outsource some of the work. And so she'd give me the project, I'd send it back to her, she'd make sure everything's okay, and then she'd send it in, and obviously she would take a cut and then I would take a cut, and that was the whole freelance copywriting thing. So I did a lot of things, from writing blogs for companies, for writing landing pages, for a whole bunch. I wrote, another cool thing about this whole writing thing and copywriting in particular is it takes research, and you learn a lot about a lot of different things. I wrote things about, installing kitchen cabinets and stuff like that. I wrote moving companies. I wrote for, I even, there was this page where they basically are a list of escorts and stuff, and they wanted to do a blog about different services in the escort industry and the massage, adult massages and everything like that. So I had to do a lot of research on that. I learned just about everything well, not everything, but I learned a lot of many different topics. So that was cool. That's one thing that I really like is I hate doing the same thing day in and day out, and I like things to be different and stuff like that. Like I could never see myself, I don't think, working in like a factory, because you'd be doing the same thing every single day, going in, being on an assembly line or something, putting clips onto something or whatever. I know some people do that, a lot of people do that, and they enjoy it, but I don't think I could ever do that because that's too much of the same thing over and over and over. But with writing and stuff like this, yeah, that's it's different all the time. So that's what I love, and I enjoyed it. So I worked with her for a long time and made money and got paid for writing, got a lot of experience, got a lot of portfolio, like stuff for my portfolio for if I want to do more in the future and everything. Then me and my brothers actually took off for a little bit. Earlier this year, we went to Ottawa, we went over to Quebec and stuff like that. Farthest I've ever been. I've never been out of province until earlier this year. And I took a break, and then I came back, and I was still kind of on a break because I told her, like, it's freelance, so it's not like I specifically work for her. I can leave anytime. I told her, I'm going on break and whatever. And then YouTube started taking off, and I focused basically all my interest on that. And also I've been writing just for myself a little bit more, just for fun. I'm working on something. And that's where it leads me to now. I've been looking again. I want to get back into writing. I miss it, and, it's fun. So recently I found a job, and a job posting. They were looking, I don't want to say the company because I don't believe in like saying the exact company, like giving out, details like that and stuff like that. But basically they are an online social entertainment website. So you got to know a lot about trends, about memes, about all that fun stuff that I'm always constantly on the internet for and everything, and be able to write about stuff like that. Think sort of like BuzzFeed maybe, but it's not BuzzFeed. This company does have like millions of Facebook likes and stuff like that, and they were looking for freelance writers, and I wrote up my little proposal resume thing, and I sent it in, I believe it was Friday. And I was like, this would be perfect for me because, like I said, I'm always on the internet. I know how to write well, and I know all about trends and trending topics and stuff. I mean, I run a YouTube channel based on what's trending on YouTube and everything, and I even wrote that in my thing that I have over 10,000 subscribers and blah 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 blah. Now, unfortunately, I haven't heard back, which is weird. It means, I guess, a couple of things. One, either they got a bunch of people wanting to write, freelance from them, like remote, like from home. Either they got a bunch of that and haven't gotten a chance to look at my thing yet, or they have found someone else already and they didn't bother with anyone else. But as of right now, I have not heard back from them about this writing job and everything, which sucks, but who knows? Maybe I will hear back soon, and obviously I'll let you guys know if I do hear back from them. But as of right now, I have not heard back from them. I'm still looking. I want to start writing again for sure, and live this whole internet dream. Like, guys, like, seriously, you can do whatever you want. I've always envisioned myself, being that guy that's, not just working for the man kind of thing, and doing my own thing and making my own money and doing a million different things. At the end of the day, at the end of, when I'm old or whatever, and someone asks me, so what did you do your whole life or whatever? And, a lot of people say, oh, I was a bank manager, or I was a financial blah, blah, blah. I was this, and they're defined by like one thing. At the end of the day, when all that is said and done, when life is whatever, coming to a close or whatever, I want to be that guy that can say, I did everything. I have experience with this. I have experience with that. I did this for a while. I made money this way. I did this, and this. That's me, and That's why I love writing. That's why I love YouTube. YouTube is like my biggest passion. And like I said, I know there's a million and one ways to make money online. I'm just scratching into a few surfaces. There's way, way more. As of my next step 2, I want to keep writing, YouTube, all this stuff, and I want to be able to save up money, and I want to start looking into the stock market, learning more about that. Knowledge is power. Learning is key. I want to learn more about that and just learn more about everything. And I actually have a friend who I went to school with. He's just a year older than me now. He's always posting stuff. He's into like forex and stock market and day trading and all that stuff. And like some of the stuff he posts, like he shows screenshots and stuff, and like he's turned, done day trading, which is like a stock thing, and flipped in one day in a few hours, made like $300 and stuff. So I want to do that as well. But yeah, we're going on. I'm rambling on, but basically that's my whole experience with freelance writing right now. It's an amazing thing. I know all about copywriting and all that stuff. I'm hoping to hear back. Hopefully it's just taking them a while or something, because like I said, it would be a perfect job for me. And it's just exciting. Anyways, guys, that is my story. And if you enjoyed this kind of long format thing, if you've listened to it, let me know. Hit that like button, drop a comment, all that fun stuff. That's about it, guys. I need a drink of water. Holy crap, I've been going on, 17 minutes almost now? Yeah, I enjoyed it. And I know if you've been watching my main channel for a while, I always said I wanted to start a podcast and stuff, and I never did. This was fun, just sitting here going on about something. I hope it turns out well, and maybe I'll actually finally start that podcast on my main channel, talk about a bunch of YouTube topics and all that stuff. All right, guys, if you want to know more about me or anything I said, like I said, drop a comment, and that's about it. VLOGMAS, day number 6. If you're new and you've made it this far, you've already invested 16 minutes of your life into this channel. Why not invest more? Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. That's it for now. Yeah, this is an awkward outro. Help me think of an outro. Bye.